Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely.
You were screwed.
Lovely.
kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, look, it shows how much gold I have on my other characters. I had no idea. Look, that is so awesome. Look at that. It shows how much gold I've made this session. 2.45 gold. How much gold I have on my character. How much gold my banker has. How much gold I have total. How much giant WoW token I have. And how much money I have in gray items. Wow, that's hilarious. I had no idea that was there. That's actually really cool. That's actually super cool. I really need to level my herbalism. I actually might do that. I might go level my herbalism because it's
Lovely.
I need to do herbalism and cooking and all that stuff. We'll do that
Lovely.
at around 8 o'clock. So around 8 o'clock we'll go do herbalism.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Look at all these herbs around me. There's 3 of them right there. Plague bloom. Must get the plague bloom.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Opulent gloves of the Falcon. Opulent Lieutenant Imperium, you remember our house? Opulence. All the screenshots since the last time I put up a screenshot. It's the last screenshot I did. It's been a while, apparently.
Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Let's do it. I don't want to wait. I'm going to go do some... I want to go level up my cooking. I want to go level up my herbalism. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of my stuff being too low.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
How can it know that I made 6.5? It must be taking into account the value of every single thing in my inventory that I've looted. So if I sell everything I got during this session, I'd be up to 6.51 gold. It's not bad. 6.5 gold in 20 minutes. That's not bad. I also need to hit the first aid trainer so I can learn heavy rune cloth bandages. So we'll do that too. Lots of just cleaned up chores. Maintenance. Character maintenance is what we'll call it. Also need to level inscription, so we should do that too. We should do that. We're gonna get rid of leatherworking. We don't need leatherworking anymore, so
See you
we
around.
can totally drop leatherworking. I mean, not leatherworking, but skinning, and we'll level blah 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 blah. We'll level up inscription. It's more of this. Inscription. Are you gonna log in, or are you just gonna look at your character? I have no idea. So there should be a lot of zombies. Let's see. I don't know what this is gonna look like. The plague's still going on. I don't see a lot of. Okay. I don't know how much this is gonna sell for. 16 gold. Hey, not bad. Big deposit though. Let's see. How about a Journeyman's backpack? What does that sell for? Gold. Sell. Ba, ba, ba. This is actually a pretty decent ring. I'm surprised this didn't sell. I would love to grab Wall of the Dead for a cheap price, but these prices are not cheap. 2 intellect. Spellbreaker Shield of Power. Oh, I know what I was going to check for. Thorium Spike is what I was looking for. Mithril, but we don't have thorium. Ah. Plans for Thorium Shield Spike, but actually no one's actually crafted any. That's kind of sad. One person is selling it and they're gouging me at 35 gold each, dude. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna switch to inscription here in a minute. Actually, we'll do that. We'll do that right now. We're gonna do that right now, Blue. I keep forgetting. Honestly, I was planning on doing it days ago, but honestly, I just forgot. I just straight up wasn't even thinking about it. So, I mean, I've been farming mobs that don't even drop leather, so it's not like I'm using, you know what I mean? I'm not even using my skinning ability. Uh, this is pretty cool, Blue. I didn't know that Guild Wars 2 UI did this. Maybe Blizzard's UI does this by default. I don't know. But when you hover over money, it shows how much money I have across all my characters. It shows how much money I've earned per session. That's neat. I had no idea that was there.
Farewell.
Why so many bones in the auction house? Yeah, Bagnon does that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I'd never noticed that before. I like... That's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah. Well, the bones are probably the repeat turning quest for reputation, I would imagine. You know? Like I think I've got some bones on my banker. But yeah, I need to do, oh my god, I need to do herbalism, I need to do cooking, I need to do inscription. I've got a lot of professional work that I've been slacking on. But so far hey Blue, so far the plague event hasn't really impacted me at all. Like I haven't seen people I haven't seen a single person turned into a ghoul, but maybe that's just because it's coming up. It hasn't come yet. All right, we can get rid of skinning. Get rid of. Do you want to unlearn skinning? Yes. There goes artisan skinning. Oh man. There goes 5 gold worth of training just on that. I could probably sell the jade breastplate. Maybe. Who knows? Try. You never know who might want it. Where is the inscription trainer? Oh, it's over where the scrolls are at. That's right.
Good day to you.
Oh boy. I probably am gonna have some. I'm probably gonna have some roadblocks here.
Have a good one.
Looking for something specific?
Oh, these are the ones you gave me all that long ago. Crap, these are like she had been in my bank. They're actually probably better than what I'm wearing. 3 strength, 2 agility, 12 stamina, way more armor. What do I lose? I lose 2 stamina, 4 agility. Still probably better because of the extra armor. I don't want to sell the Cobalt Crusher. It's such a cool looking weapon. But it's clogging up my inventory. We'll sell it.
Safe travels.
Clogging up my inventory. Afford to hold on to stuff just for looks. It's cheaper to make it. It's cheaper to sell the crafted stuff than to sell the cloth. No, the cloth doesn't sell in the auction house worth of shit. Trust me. I've checked. Yeah, Mage with cloth does not sell in the auction house worth anything. So. Where's the trainer?
Hey there. Safe travels.
Where is the inscription trainer? Maybe it's over here. I don't remember where the inscription trainer is. Oh, here it is. This has got to be it. Yes.
Light be with you. Farewell.
Okay. This is Opie. Didn't work, did it? Please tell me the ring can have more than 4 things on it. Oh, I gotta select it. There we go. Okay, I had to double click it. And what else is there? Okay. For some reason it keeps wanting to create a new ring. I don't know why. I guess you can only have 5. That straight up sucks. Well.
What are you looking for?
That's not gonna work.
For the Alliance.
Oh, it hasn't? Yeah, I like ring menu better because the reason I like ring menu better is because it's bigger. Like with ring menu, you can have a lot more than just 5 items on the ring. So that, unless I don't think you can have more than 5. It looks like you can do multiple rings. On ring menu, you can get like, trying to think, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think you can get 12 items on the ring menu. So it's too bad that these rings can't accept more than just that. Means you have to create a bunch of rings, you know. Because profession-wise, I could have quite a few. Yeah, virtuoso set.
I
Come on.
buy and trade.
Need a virtuoso set. Happy Friday. Best part about Friday, I don't have to be in the office.
Greetings. Be careful.
Scrolls. Well, at least I'll be able to make my own scrolls. That's kind of nice. I forgot about that. I forgot about all the stuff subscription can do. If you have any extra herbs, Blue, you don't want, send them my way. If you have any extra herbs you don't want, send them my way, because it's definitely going to be helpful in me trying to open up as many lists that I can. Can we herb these? That's King's Blood. Skill's not high enough, huh? Oh, really?
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
I supply only the finest goods.
You need something? Be careful. Well met.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Need help?
Damn.
Go with honor, friend.
Wonderful. Looks like I'll be making a lot of armor vellum. See, I'm already at a at a point where I need a lot more herbs. Shit.
Well met.
Actually, I didn't need that, did I? Oh well.
Good day to you. See you later.
Why can't I make anything with a dusty pick? Guess I haven't learned it yet, huh? So stack of these is 20 silver. Well, there's 18.
You need something?
You need something? See you around.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you. Light be with you. Farewell. You need something? Safe travels.
Alright, I need to get the next level of training. How much is the next level of training? Is it just 100 gold? Why did my character get off her mount? Because I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I need to get the next mount training, but I'm not gonna worry about it right at the because that would be actually really helpful. But I think it's 100 gold, and yeah, just add 100 gold exactly. It looks like.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Go in the kitchen, he grab a soda. Dog's looking at me like, where's my food? I'm like, man, you just got fed like 20 minutes ago. I don't think I've ever met a dog that it wasn't a pig. Dog's life. Run around. Annoy your owner. Poop a lot. And eat at every opportunity. A rough life. Well, yeah. I need faster mount riding at this point. This is the first time when I've thought faster mount riding would actually be... is actually going to hamper me. Like, I don't mind taking a couple extra minutes to get to a farm spot, but to do something like where I'm mounting constantly to run from herb to herb, this is where we really need faster mount skill. We're just going to have to grind some more money out. Oh, you think the plague spreading might be 2 weeks? Blue even online? Going offline. Yeah, I don't know about the plague spreading. I thought, according to Blizzard, I thought it was on the schedule. It was 2 weeks. It was 1 week, actually. But it seems to be moving very slowly. Actually, let's go to the Discord server. There, I posted in the Discord the schedule of events for Wrath pre-patch. Oh, it's only 42 gold. That's it. That's it? Oh, I could have went and done that. I thought it was like 100 gold. Oh my god. I could have went and done that. I got 62 gold in this character. Shit. Well, that sucks. I'm not seeing any herbs either, which kind of sucks. Normally you see a ton in the wetlands. But yeah, I'm gonna need the fast mount skill. Here we go. 200 so I go for line 60. Okay. And getting money is easy. I mean, I can farm. I was farming. According to my bag here, I could easily make like, you know, probably 30 gold an hour. Just farming the spot I was at, I could make probably like 30 gold an hour, and that's just at this level. Sure, it's going to be a lot better once I get up a little bit higher. Ooh. Where do I go from mount? Okay. Chargers, yeah, chargers. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna need... oh no. Life fruit's fine. Hope. This is where I wish I was a druid. With flight form. Oh man, druid with flight form would just be so good right here. Well, yeah, let's do this. Here, where'd that herb go? I'm standing on it, that's right. Is... yeah, that you can't use it in Ezrath, huh? That's okay. We just need to get to the point where we can, where we get the herbs we need, or Outland, or further on, you know. This inscription, I mean, honestly, it'd almost be more advantageous. Right now, it'd almost be more advantageous for me just to farm gold, because and then just buy the herbs out of the auction house because I'm getting experience. So I can go farm. Like, I mean, not not life root, but I'm talking like the lower level stuff. If I need, I don't even know if I need the lower level stuff at this point, though. To be honest, I'm not sure. Like, I mean, what's the bottleneck right now for me? I'm on inscription. I don't even know. Like, so like right now, the only thing I can really make is the armor vellums. I mean, I think it was up until like what 75. So once we get to 75, and so we just need Moonglow ink, and to get Moonglow ink, we need alabaster pigment, and to get alabaster pigment. Are you in voice? All right. Are you in voice? Okay. So I haven't leveled inscription in a long time, so I'm not exactly sure exactly the path. And I'm too lazy to look up a guide, so let's see. But at any rate, we still need to actually level up the skill itself.
Yeah, that's gonna be
The flower picking. Yeah.
Like a specific herb.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think really it's not worth going out and picking any kind of a low level herb because it's just better. I can just farm gold and level and just buy it off the auction house.
Yeah, leveling is probably
More
a
important.
lot more important.
Yeah.
Just because at 70 you'll get a lot more gold.
I know. I get way more gold.
I've only been doing the Island of World of Lost dailies.
Hmm.
That's it. That's all of them, and then some dungeons and raids. I have dual spec, and I've paid, or I'm after 1,300 gold.
So that means you've already made well over 2,300 gold.
Yeah.
I tried doing the the cauldron quest, and I got stuck on the last cauldron. Believe it or not, the last guy I couldn't kill, which was really amazing to me.
Oh
But
yeah, because he's pretty high level.
Well, he was, yeah, I was like 51, I think, and he was like 55 or 56. But he was doing this life drain ability. And it was just killing me. It was just sucking my life right out of me.
There's no way he's the last one if he's 55, because the last one's 58.
What was the third cauldron?
Oh, okay.
So,
I think the fourth one is 58.
oh, then that one would have been even more difficult. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to bother with this right now. Maybe I'll come back and do it later. But I think I dropped the quest, so I probably have to start over. No, I'm not sure how that would work. No, I wouldn't start over. I'd start over where I left off, but... So what am I at? I'm at 170. Yeah, see, I'm only 179 herbalism. I need to get to 225. At least close to it. But this is stupid. I need to go get my mount skill. Walking around in a slow mount is a waste of time. For some reason, I was thinking it was 100 gold. Yeah, Paladin's just so much stronger though. Like, it's just crazy. Like from protection point.
Still command, or are you still using like still
Oh no, I'm not. No, not in red at all. I'm 100% protection. I actually use Seal of Light pretty much almost 100% of the time. It's just for AoE, it's much better. It's much better because the thing is, like, you need the health regen. Without Seal of Light, I wouldn't be able to pull as many mobs. So if I was using Seal of Command, yeah, I might do a little bit more AoE damage, but I wouldn't have the health return. Like if I go to, let's see, like if I go to Healing Done, you can see that Seal of Light is healing me for 48% of my healing. So if I had Seal of Command, you'd lose all that healing. 48% of all my heals would be gone. Well, more than that, 100% all. I wouldn't have any healing. You know what I mean? You'd still have Seal of Light, but you wouldn't. You can only use one seal, which is, you know what I mean. So
yeah.
So basically, if you're using Seal of Command, your AOE is just going to go down the toilet because you can't. Without the heal regeneration, you can't. Like even in the mobs I was pulling just now in Fellwood, like if I pull like 5 or 6 satyrs, however you pronounce it, if I pulled like 6 of them, if I didn't have Seal Light up, I literally would be dying. I would just die. It's that strong healing wise.
Yeah, I don't have a Paladin up. I just remember seeing some Paladins that are having like 50 or 60% of their damage just from Seal of Light.
You mean Seal Command?
Yeah, sorry, Seal Command.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's
Seal of
great.
Light, 50, 60%.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, Seal of Command is fantastic. And it's great for leveling, obviously. If you're just trying to knock down 3 mobs for quests and stuff, it's great. But if you're trying to AoE farm in any way, then it's not going to really work. And also, like, even like in vanilla, it was always like, that was something I always struggled with in vanilla. Was like if I'm tanking a dungeon, do I want to use Seal of Righteousness because it gives you more threat? Or do I want to use Seal of Light, meaning I'm going to... And in most cases, you're going to use Seal of Righteousness because the onus is on the healer to heal you, not for not you to heal you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But me being someone who does a lot of solo AoE, it was hard for me to let go of that and be like, I'm just gonna let the healer keep me up. You know what I mean? I was so wanting to just, be self-sufficient. It's like, oh, I'll just keep myself up, But
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah. So I'm not sure. But now now like if I'm in a raid or a dungeon, still I think probably Seal of Righteousness. But it would be nice if you had Seal of Command. I'd have to go back and look at a tanking build. Seal of Command may still be something that you're using for tanking, because again the healer's going to be healing you. So, all right, so I got my mount, or I got my training. Now do I want to buy a mount? They're not that much, are they? Let's see.
4 gold, 50 silver, or you can get the charger for pretty much nothing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the charger, but I've
Okay.
always liked the Swift Brown Steed, or the
Open for business.
how much is it? Oh, it's only 85 silver. Shit. Oh no, it's 8.5. 85 is the slow one.
Safe travels.
All right. Now we can move around a little bit quicker. So, so this session, since I logged back into this character, I've earned 5.6 gold, spent 65 gold, deficit 59 gold. I'm minus 59 gold. 20. Well, I'm only 6 levels. When can I go to the outlet? Level 58, right?
Mhm.
That's when the quests open up.
That's when you get quests. You could probably go there a little bit sooner, but
I'll go at 58. So I only need 6 levels. I just need 6 levels to get to the outland.
Yep.
How is the XP in doing dungeons? Is it any good?
I didn't do dungeons until like 62 when I went to Ramparts, and then the group I was in just wanted to run it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That combined with the quest for Rampart, there was 2 quests for Ramparts and a quest for Blood Furnace, so we kind of did those
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 times each, I think, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like 64, 65 by that point.
Wow. So it was good. So the experience was pretty good doing the dungeons over and over.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of that was
What?
questing or whatnot.
Can I help you?
Hmm.
Be careful.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Launch date of Wrath is 26. Scourge Invasion 13. Yeah, when the Scourge Invasion starts, we're going to start seeing the ziggurats above Stormwind. You're going to see the big floating ziggurat right here above Stormwind. And there's going to be groups of undead everywhere that you can actually farm for stones and stuff that you can turn in for gear, I believe. Or at least quests. Should be interesting. Alright. Let's get the work computer set up. I got a lot of work to do today. In flight. Alright. Do it. Let's do it to it. Why not have gather? Or like gather mate. I don't know which one I should be using. Gather mate? Not sure which one's the best for. Yeah. Light. We'll take a look at both of them. Looks like gather light's the hunt. Ooh, shit. That. A lot of stuff showing on the screen. Wow. See fish. Don't want to see a little bit better. Honestly, I don't even like it. I don't even like it. I mean, it's nice to know where they are. I don't want to see it on the mini map. I don't care about the gather. I don't want to see the mini map. World map's good. Mini map, no. That guy's obviously Irving because he came right towards me and took off. Hope he didn't come from this direction, or where I'm going right now is going to have no herbs. Nope, there's an herb. Good. It's mage well, but it's alright, we'll take it anyway. I can just get to like at least 200. Here we go. So the ones we're running into are Fire Bloom is 205. Herbalism is 210. Yeah, so 225 would be able to give us pretty much everything. Well, we can't get sungrass shit. Wait, what's it? See, it says yellow, green, gray. It doesn't say what skill required to pick it. It just says when it's orange. We'll assume that that's the skill level required. So sungrass, blindweed, mushroom. Wow, yeah, golden sandstorm, dream fall. Okay, shit. We need to be 300 is what we need to be. Briarthorn. King's Blood. Do I want to pick up Mage Royal? I guess. I need it. And I stopped the loot process. It's funny. I stopped it halfway. We picked up the mage robe, but we didn't get the swift pistol. I literally interrupted it halfway through looting 2 items. King's blood. So we'll try to get to Herbalism 300. I'm going to try to get to 300 today, Herbalism. That's my goal for today. Get Herbalism 300. And I'm just going to spend most of the day today picking herbs, and then that'll help me level my inscription. Once all that's done, then we'll try to get to 60 or 58 so we can get into the Outland. Try to do that tonight, hopefully, or tomorrow. I played a ton of WoW last weekend, so hey, Blue, I played a ton of WoW last weekend, so my wife might not be so gracious this weekend. It's not my fault though. She didn't want to do anything. You know, it kind of sucks because the truck's not. It was supposed to be ready today, but they had an issue with their paint booth, so I guess they had to get it repaired or something wasn't working right. So they said it won't be ready till Monday. And if the truck would have been ready today, my wife I could have seen her just taking the dog and going out to the woods with her and the dog, you know. And I could have played some WoW. She can't really do that with my... I mean, she can with my car, but my car's kind of small to be carrying a dog in it. What's up?
Opie will do more than 5. It just doesn't show you things you don't have.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Because I tried to put... Because look, if I go to Opie and I go to custom rings, look, if I pick trade skills... Like, see, it has a little green. It has a green dot next to the ones that show up in Opie on this ring, but it won't let me add anything else. Like, let's say I want to add alchemy.
Add new at the bottom.
No, that adds new to the list. That doesn't put it. Yeah, like look, think about it. I've got all these. These are all the items that I should be able to select from. Like, if I select this one, you can say change icon, right? And say, oh, I want to do like an exorcism or something. You double click that. Now when I hit that ring, you're going to see exorcism, right?
Yeah.
But how do I add a whole new one, right?
That's
So, well, no, you don't need to do the plus. No, you don't need to do the plus. The plus adds more to the list. I want to be able to just say, I want to say, okay, let's change this one back, right? Change action. We're going to make it, oh, cancel. Damn it. There's too many clicks to get to where I need to go, too. Go here. Say, change action. Okay, I guess it is change action. And then you want to go to inscription, right? Double click. So these are ones that are available to add to the ring, right? You would think.
Okay.
So how do I select one of these? What if I want to have...
No, those are in the ring. You just have to have them.
Oh, you just have to have... Okay, all right. Let's try it. Let's try it.
But like, you don't have tailoring, right? So it won't show up.
But look. Consecration. We just know that we added exorcism, right? It won't let me add it. You double click to add. Look, I'm double clicking. It won't add it. See? It won't add the ability. Now, maybe if I go here and change one of these, like change action. Now, maybe that'll work. So maybe it's a limit on how many could be in the list. Oh no, it is adding them. It's putting them all the way at the bottom.
It looks like more of a technical limitation of their UI.
Well, yeah, so it was just confusing me. I thought it wasn't adding them, but it was throwing them down at the bottom. Let's remove all these, right? Am I getting attacked? Yes, I am. All right. So it may, you're right, it may work. It's just that I was seeing them going off the bottom of the screen, so I guess I didn't see that.
I get what you're saying now. I thought you were saying you could only see 5.
Well, I can only
The
see.
reason
No, I can only see
you can
5.
click and drag.
No, I can only
So
see
if you
5
wanna,
here, on the screen. Can I add more
yeah,
than 5 here? Is what I want to know.
yeah,
That's what I want to know. So hopefully we can.
yeah, because target markers, like raid target markers, I think unless you've changed it Alt R,
I haven't looked at it
mine's
yet.
funky.
Well, let's try
What's
it.
the
So let's. So what I wanted to add. Well, right now I don't really need to add anything, because I wouldn't use milling off that menu. It's too annoying to click it that way. So, but let's add something else. Is there anything else that we actually would want to add? Probably not. Well, we could do. But yeah, you're see altar. Yeah, 1, 2. So I wonder how many it goes to then. All right, cool. Yeah, you're right. I was just getting confused because when I tried to add one, it wasn't showing up. But it was just off the it's just off the bottom of the list. So yeah, I was just saying earlier when I think you weren't online. I'm gonna spend most of the day today just trying to get Herbalism to 300. I just want to get that out of the way. Because I don't want to go into the Outland with Herbalism not 300. That would be bad. There's nothing worse than leveling and walking past herbs you can't pick, you know.
I've never tried it, but apparently you can also make other rings a slice in another ring. So like you could have an overall ring, and then you can go
Oh,
to
so like nested
a
rings?
ring.
Like a nested ring?
Yeah, yeah.
So like if I went here,
I don't know
like,
how it works.
and I hovered over one of these, it would open up another ring? That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know beyond that. I've seen that you can add the ring as a slice, so I don't know how that functions.
That could be pretty good, actually. I'm not sure when you would need that, but
I see it as more of a accessibility thing, like people that have like wrist mobility issues or something like that don't want to hit too many keys or like has issues with certain things. That's actually where I first saw Opie. Was somebody was talking about how they have a hard time with, I think, clicking their mouse, or I forget exactly what it was, but it was something where they had some sort of mobility issue.
yeah, this one guy that me and Zalson used to play with couldn't really use his left arm very well, and it would have been good for him. That's why he was so good at macros, because he had macros do everything for him. You know, he had like he'd just be clicking buttons on his mouse to do stuff. He had like one button heal macros for his druid and raids. He would literally heal raids, and all he'd do is just press a button. It would actually scan the raid and look for people who had the lowest health, and it would determine how much health they have and which spell to use automatically. So if you needed like just like you'd hit a button and it would say, "Oh, this guy needs a big healing touch," and it would cast healing touch rank 5 or something, you know. And if there was like really low, he just cast like rejuvenation or something. It would do it all automatically. He was like probably the most insane macro writer that I know of. He's the one who helped me with vanilla macros, like way back in the day when I first started playing private server vanilla. I didn't know how to do some of the macros. He's like, "Oh yeah, here you go," and I'm just like, "Holy shit, this guy's writing crazy macros." What's another good area for herbs around level 180? You know? Oh, we know. It's Swamp of Sorrows. There's a ton of herbs. I think I'm a little bit too low still for Swamp of Sorrows.
So many paladins are being turned into zombies, and it's like, were you not paying attention to your character or debuffs?
How does it work? Well, how does it work? Is it like you have to debuff for a certain amount of time?
Disease.
Okay.
Yeah, 5-minute disease. When it ends, you turn into a zombie.
I have yet to see somebody turned into it. Or wait, unless the zombies I saw in Stormwind were players, the ones that were the elite ones.
Some of them, or not the elite ones. No.
Okay, these were like, well, I don't know if they were elite. They were just zombies. Maybe they were players. But when I was in Stormwind earlier, I didn't see any zombies at all. Now I looked at the schedule again, and according to the schedule, it's just the plague event starts on the 6th or something. But then next week is next week's the invasion. So I don't know if the plague event ends when the invasion starts. But
That's kind of what I thought it was.
the invasion starts like I don't know, like the 16th or something. I don't know. I just had it up earlier. Here, hold on a second.
Oh, that's interesting. So I was curious. So I don't have access to be able to. When you put a ring, or a ring as a slice, it like opens up the ring at that spot.
That's what I figured, right? It would just expand another ring right there. So the first ring disappears and the new one appears? Is that what it does? Kind of replaces it?
No, it's just sort of part of it.
Okay, so yeah, so it's nested rings. Okay. That's what I figured it would do initially.
You don't see that nested ring until you hover over it for
yeah.
at least
That's kind of how I figured it would work. Just because from a programming point of view, that's how it would work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have a widget that expands out. So if you're going to do a nested ring, it's just another widget that's going to pop up at that location. But it must keep the other one still open. So 2 ways to do it. We would keep the other one open, or the other one would disappear entirely in the new one. But it makes sense to keep the other one open because you might want to get back to that one again without having to hit the keybind again. That's cool. All right, so if I go to Wrath of the Lich King. All right, so the zombie plague started on the 6th. The Scourge invasion is the 13th, which is 10, 11, 12. That's like Tuesday next week. All right, this is not good. I'm not seeing any more herbs. I already went this way. Shit. Well, here, since Gather is showing all of them, let's check out the next zone. This Gather light's pretty cool. It shows like everything. Okay, so okay. I can pick Khadgar's Whiskers, which is 185. I can do Life Root. I can't do Blind Wings. It's 235, but I can do Goldthorn. So actually, Swamp of Sorrows is a pretty decent area to go right now because I can get most of the herbs that are in that zone. So let's head back to... Actually, I can just Hearth. One thing about this is it looks like crap, the button. It's not skinned. It doesn't have the Guild Wars 2 skin on it, so... Kind of looks like shit. Well,
What? What is it?
when I go to the map, the Hide Gather Light button, it just looks crappy. You know, it's got the Blizzard skin instead of the Guild Wars 2 UI skin.
And it doesn't fit in the thing either.
And it doesn't fit right, so it kind of looks like shit. I don't know if I can maybe just hide that button. I'll have to look. I might be able to.
Probably.
We go to Gather Light, Show Nodes on World Map. See, it says Show Minimap button. That's fine. Show loot. Nah, doesn't look like you can get rid of it. You can basically turn on whether or not you want to see the nodes on the world map, but you can't get rid of the actual button itself. All right, no big deal. Price we pay for having it, I guess. Horror Punk Ghoul. What's up, Horror? Interesting name. Let's Hearth to... Yeah, let's get to Swamp Sorrows. I gotta go to work at 9:30. So being in the office was pretty interesting after 2 years. The worst part about it is the lighting. Like, I'm on the 4th floor where all the executives are, and they have these strip lights, these fluorescent lights on the ceiling, and so it's just very bright. In fact, it was so bright that normally one of the applications I have, one of the applications I have a white theme, just a default theme, which is white. but it never bothered me because at home I keep it dark in the office, you know.
Mm.
But at work, since the office was so bright, plus that white theme was white, I was just like freaking out. I was like everything was so bright, so I had to go to a dark theme on some of my applications on my computer just to kind of combat the brightness and the whiteness. I don't know why. I mean, I understand why they do it, but I hate it. As a programmer. Most programmers, I would say, not all, but most programmers prefer dark, pretty
Right.
dark light. Yeah, it was nice in our old building we worked in. We actually it wasn't the corporate headquarters. It was basically just a building that Jabil they rented out, and so we were these big cubicles, and we actually had control of the lights because the area I was in there weren't that many people, so we would literally just leave. Like when we came in the office, we would just leave the lights off, and we had lights at our desk. At our desk above, there were like in the cubicle there was lights underneath the overhead cabinets. You had these cabinets that were above you, and there were lights underneath the cabinet, so you just turn that on, and that was more than enough light. It was perfect. So that's the thing I hate the most. And actually, I was talking to my coworker yesterday, and he was, on our headsets, and he was like, "My God, he goes, I'm getting a headache. It's so bright in here." He said he's going to start actually storing Advil in the office just because he thinks he's going to get headaches from the bright lights. And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Well, you'll get used to it, but it just
Just wear
sucks."
sunglasses.
Yeah. What?
If you're gonna bring Advil in, just wear sunglasses.
Yeah. You could wear like some sort of. Yeah, but you can't code with sunglasses on.
Why?
I don't know. That might be too dark. It might be too dark.
Just get sunglasses that are not that dark. You can get different gradients.
Well, I mean, I have prescription glasses, so you'd have to have prescription.
Oh.
He
yeah,
does,
all that.
and he does
Makes it
too,
expensive.
and he does too. He's got prescription glasses, so. But yeah, it looks like it was a good move to come to Swamp Sorrows. I'm already seeing tons of herbs. Yeah, I mean that would work if you had prescriptions, but I can't do blind weed. Damn it, blind. What level's blind weed? I am 188. Blind weed is 235. Holy shit.
Got a ways to go, huh?
Yeah. Well, I want to get to 300 today if I can. Get to 300. That way, when we go to the Outland, we're ready to go with the herb skill. All right, I'm now
Right back.
29. Yep. Blind weed. Damn you, blind weed. Weed. Damn you, blind weed. No worries. I've already skilled up like 5 skill points since I got here.
Nice.
Because there's just tons of herbs. It'd be a lot more if I could do blind weed, but it's 235, so unfortunately.
We got a 1-year-old blackmouth cur, and he has way too much energy for us. We didn't
What is it?
know how much
What is
energy he was gonna have.
What is it? A 1-year-old?
Blackmouth mountain cur.
What's that? Mountain cur?
Right.
Is it? It's a dog?
He's I think he's about 60 pounds now, so he's not too big. Our other dog's
Black
85,
mouth.
90 pounds.
Mouth cur? Did you say mouth cur?
Blackmouth mountain.
Blackmouth mouth cur?
Blackmouth mountain cur.
Mountain cur.
It's just sort of like a subsect of the curs themselves.
Looks like a. Well, doesn't really look like any. It's kind of like, it's not really a Labrador. It's different. How big is that? It looks like about 50 pounds, medium
Yeah,
size.
he's 60 right now, and they range.
60.
They have a sizable range, so they're not really or registered by the AKC
Mm-hmm.
for like shows or anything. So which is not really that big of a deal.
But he's got lots of
But
energy.
He's very much bred to go after animals like for hunting.
Mm-hmm.
With his size, we think he's actually was originally bred for climbing trees if you train him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, our dog's a scaredy cat. I can tell you that. If a dog, like another dog, barks at my dog's like, ah. He's just like total scaredy cat. But he's
He'll jump, but he's more defensive. So like if
Yeah.
there was something at home, he'd be
Yeah.
more brave about it.
Yeah, I think so. I know, like, one time I got mad and I yelled at Amber, and I just, nothing big. I just was like, damn it, Amber, or something like that. And the dog looked at me like, you could tell he would defend her if you were to do anything. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He kind of looked at me like, it kind of got between me and her. And I was like, no, I'm just, I go, it's okay, Granger. I'm not going to hurt mommy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you could tell he would definitely go into a defensive mode. Yeah, I'm seeing so much blind weed, and I can't pick blind weed, so that's a little disappointing. Well, and there's the Somnus World, whatever, rare dragon elite. I can't kill him, unfortunately. I wish I could.
What level is he?
It's question mark. So if it was like my level, I would try it because I have so much healing. Even then, I think he'd probably kill me, but I'd give it a go. But since it's question mark, I'm like, there's no way. I need to. I'll just keep going this way. Yeah, I need to get my herbalism up. I'm kind of mad that it's so low. The problem with this event was the extra experience means you out-leveled a lot of stuff. Like I out-leveled my cooking.
Yep.
Wasn't getting stuff that I usually use to level cooking. Out-leveled my herb picking. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna find some gold thorn amongst the mountains. There's one on the other side. I wonder if I can go around. I've never really tried this before. I've never tried to go to the next zone from Swamposaurus by going south and swimming around the corner. This will be interesting. Oh yeah, looks like we can totally get around here. Nice. What zone is this? The Blasted Lands. One thing I like about World of Warcraft, I think more than anything else, is the world is so big, and
Yeah.
like it's so well created. Like, you know, the zones. I mean, I can just run around the world and like do stuff, like pick herbs and fight mobs. There doesn't even have to be other players in the game, and I still would have fun. You know what I mean? I can just run around and explore, because there's so many areas in the game that I don't think I've ever even been to. You know, like just right where I am right now, I don't think I've ever ridden around the south end edge of the Swamp of Sorrows around the water, like what I'm doing right now. I don't think I've ever done it before. So just seeing this area, I'm like, oh, this is probably the first time I've ever seen this area. You know, from the ground. I'm sure I've probably maybe flown over it or something. And I find it very relaxed. To me, WoW's like my own personal therapist. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
whenever I'm stressed about anything, I can just jump in and AoE farm mobs for like an hour, and it just totally relaxes me. That's why I do that shit a lot of times, because it's just kind of relaxing. It's like reading a book, you know? And actually, I get stressed out doing the stuff that other people like to do. Like doing like the mass, like going into a dungeon and trying to pull everything as fast as possible, literally just stresses me out. Like, this, I don't find it fun. I'm like, this isn't fun. This is more stressful than anything else. Especially when you have other people that are like, go. That's why I don't like to group with other people a lot. Because they're like, go, 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 go. And I'm like, I don't want to go, go, go. I want to just chill and go at a moderate, normal pace, you know? Now, if I'm doing it solo and I'm pulling, then yeah, I'll pull everything. You know, because I'm not constrained to other people's rules. I think that's just my personality. I've always been that way. I've never liked doing what people tell me to do. Like, I told my mom that one time when I was like in high school. She was trying to get me to do something. I go, Mom, you realize if you sit there and tell me to do something, I'm not going to do it. I said, you have to figure out a way to get me to do it without telling me to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, just, you know, say something like, oh, hey, you know, instead of like, do the dishes, say something like, oh, hey, do you want to go out for dinner later or something, or go and get some pizza or something? Just, if you could do those dishes first, we'll go get some pizza. I'm like, do something like that. You know what I mean? It was like, as opposed to, get in there and do the dishes, you know. Hey, I can actually get Fade Leaf. That's a good thing, I guess. Fade Leaf. So, Fade Leaf is so hard to see sometimes. Actually, it's not Fade Leaf. There's one herb that's like really small. I can't remember. I think it's a blindweed, actually. Like just a small footprint. The one time I hardly ever yelled at my mom growing up. The one time I got mad, she didn't realize I had hurt my ankle really bad playing tennis. I was a big tennis player. Like when I was in high school, I played tennis like 4 hours a day, like every day. And I used to play tennis tournaments and stuff. And I had twisted my ankle really bad. It was a bad ankle sprain, and I was having a hard time even just walking on it. And I didn't tell my mom because, you know, I was whatever, just, you know, young kid doing my own thing. I didn't really talk to my mom about something like that. And so she kept trying to get me to do stuff. I was like sitting up, on the second floor in the TV room watching TV or something. She's like, kept asking me. She kept yelling at me from downstairs to help her with stuff. This is something all parents probably do, right? Where they yell at you from like a different floor. You know, like, Julian, can you do this? And I'm like, instead of coming up the stairs, my wife does this from the, you know, why your wife does it from the other room. You're like, why don't you just walk into this room and talk to me instead of yelling from 2 rooms away? And so she's yelling at me from downstairs.
You know, a little bit, but if you're on the same floor, I don't get it.
Yeah, so she yells at me, and I go, you know, my ankle's killing me, so I have to go down, you know, like 3 flights. Well, it's almost like, it's just 1 floor, but it's a lot of stairs. So I go all the way down these stairs on a really bad ankle to help her with something. And then like literally like 10 minutes later, she's yelling at me to do something else. Like, I do that. And I don't know if it was the third or the fourth time. The third or the fourth time she yelled at me, I yelled out really, I go, Mom, I twisted my fucking, and I didn't say fucking because she didn't allow any swearing when I was growing up. There's no swearing in the house. But I said, Mom, I twisted my ankle. I said, I cannot barely walk. I said, would you stop yelling at me to do stuff? And she felt so bad. She's like, I didn't know you twisted your ankle. Why'd you tell me? But it was probably the loudest I ever yelled at her. I was like, Mom, damn it. I'm like, I can barely walk. She's like, why? She's like, well, I didn't know. The funniest part about that was my ankle finally got healed up enough to where I could really go out and play tennis again. I was so excited to go play tennis. I ran down the stairs, and guess what I did? I jumped the last 3 stairs, landed, and twisted my ankle again. Oh, can you imagine? I had to wait like 2 weeks for it to heal,
Hmm.
and I didn't like retwist it really bad, but it was enough. I mean, I was still able to play, but I basically kind of re-aggravated it. I was like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
That's something only a dumb kid would do. Yeah, you got a bad ankle. Let's jump 3 flights of stairs. That was really the only tennis injury I had when I was younger. It wasn't until later when I tried to play tennis. I hadn't played tennis in years that I tore my ACL. All right. Oh, fade leaf. Level 203.
Nice. You're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely. I thought I saw an herb over here. Yeah, it was like 175 earlier. Now I'm just seeing blind way, which I can't get. $204. Come on, go gadget herbalism. So what are you doing? Still doing PvP?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the gear. It's only like it's anywhere from like 800, 1200 to win, and maybe 600 a loss. So it's not too terribly bad, but 9,500 a piece for the next 2 pieces I want, and then eventually I want to get another one-hander and then the two-hander. So that's 28K. It's going to be a little while. I was hoping AV weekend, which is this weekend, was going to be a little bit more helpful than what it is.
Mm.
It only really gives about 300 or 400 more per win.
Yeah, you would have thought it would have like been double or something.
Yeah, I was hoping.
One of my favorite things. I don't remember what version of WoW it was, but it was on. Remember you had the guild banner that increased your reputation from your honor gain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had my own guild, and I don't. It was probably. It might have been Wrath of Lich King. It was Wrath of Lich King, or maybe Cataclysm or something. And we would just run AV over and over again. It was like me and two of my guildmates, and I would just sit in the Alliance. We would go straight to the Alliance home base, and we would just sit in that area, like the home base of the Alliance, where their boss is, and we'd throw that banner down, and we would fight people as they came towards our, the final guy they had to kill, and then we'd go back into that room where the final guy is that you go to kill if you're the Horde, and we were able to, like, I was able to climb the wall up onto the flag at the back of the room as a priest, and so I would stand up on top of that, and I was kind of out of range for most people to really reach me or anything, so I could just heal, and it was very difficult for them to kill the boss because I'm up on the back of the wall, healing everybody. And then my other partner was a Death Knight and a Warrior, and so the Death Knight would life grip people to us, and we just really quick like destroy them, like kill them really quick. So he would just pick people off. Nice. And then I would just keep the Warrior and the Warrior would just Blade Storm, right, or whatever, And so it'd be like Death Grip, Blade Storm, and I would just heal them, and we would do that AVs over and over again, and we would win. We'd win like 90% of them.
Nice.
It was just us defending that room was really strong, and also the Warrior would use his fear. So you know how when people stack up before they run in to kill the boss, if you run over there and fear them, you'll fear them into the boss, and they'll end up aggroing the boss, and the boss will run around and start killing people before they have their full complement of people they want to attack the boss with. And so we would use it. Sometimes I would jump down too and help with fears, and also we would do again, you would do the death grip, so you could just pick people off, fear them, and it was an amazing strategy that worked really, really well. And with the banner down, the guild you know, the banner that gets you more honor. We would get a ton of honor. I remember doing that for hours. That was so much fun. That's the kind of shit that I remember from WoW that you like really enjoyed, you know.
Yeah.
But nothing was more fun than when me and my brother would do Arathi Basin as double rogue. That was the most fun I ever had in the game, because we would just hold bases, and it didn't matter if it was 2, 3, 4, 5 people. We could almost always hold the base because we were so good, you know. I mean, with double stealth, double openers, with double CC, it's very difficult. It usually took about 5 people to kill us. We could take out 3 easy, or we could usually take out 2 unless they were really good. So when the AB started, we would just tell the rest of the group, it's like, me and my brother will handle this node. Nobody else needs to come unless we call for you. And what was amazing was we still would lose. We still would have battlegrounds where we held because we always do gold mine, right? We'd hold gold mine. We still had battlegrounds where we held gold mine the entire map with just the 2 of us, and we'd lose. And we're like, come on, guys. It's 2 of us holding a node the entire game. You know, this is amazing. But that was the most fun I ever had in the game. I still think probably the most fun moments in a while usually are PvP moments for me. PvP is just blast, but I'm really looking forward to Throne of Liberty, but that MMO's not coming out until next year sometime.
That's gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it was supposed to come out. This year. Of course, I knew it wouldn't. When they said it was coming out this year, I'm like, "There's no way." I mean, I just knew that it probably wasn't going to come out this year. Yeah, where's this herb? What is it? Doesn't matter. It's a blind weed. Yeah, they said it was going to come out like the end of the year, and NCSoft is notorious for, especially for a game like this one. This game actually has been in development for like 7 years, but it was originally an isometric game, so it was basically like a Lost Ark type game. And then they realized how good Lost Ark was, and they said we can't compete with that, you know, because basically it's the same game as Lost Ark, kind of. So they completely did a 180 sort of, and they went from that isometric view to a regular, you know, third-person camera. And they changed the game up quite a bit, but I think they even updated the engine, you know, went to a better graphically better engine. But they're supposed to have like massive sieges with like tons of people attacking. And they have these big siege vehicles, like these big golems that walk along, and you can climb up on top of them, and use the golem to walk.
It sounds fun, but it doesn't always really work.
The problem with it is those things are fun, but they don't last because the problem is the dwindling population kills that type of stuff. Because if you don't have enough people, the sieges just don't work. You know. And
then because the sieges don't work, you lose people, and it becomes
exactly, and then it goes into this, and that's the problem with MMOs in general. Like I think Turtle WoW is a great study in like what makes people want to stay in an MMO. And I think when you look at Turtle WoW, it's the new content, but it's new content that's soloable. You know what I mean? It's content you can do by yourself, or it's content you can do with a friend. You know, it's not predicated on having to have large numbers. The problem with even the game like Ashes of Creation is that game also is predicated on the fact that you kind of need a pretty populated server to make that stuff really work. You know, if you don't have a lot of people, where are the big battles going to happen? You know, let's say there's one big guild on the server and there's no other big guilds. They're going to dominate and own everything, and no one will ever be able to overthrow them, ever. Because they're just not strong enough. So you have to build mechanics in that allows people, even smaller groups of people, to overthrow larger groups of people. And then you have to make, which is hard. And then you have to make it, like an underdog catch-up mechanics, and like catch-up mechanics. So, I don't know, it's tough, man. It's really tough. The easiest way to do it is to not focus. You can't make a game that's focused on large siege battles. The core gameplay should be focused on making it fun for people to play as an individual, but that encourages them to play, to give them bonuses and benefits of playing as a group, and then even encourages them further give them even better bonus. Like so like you could level up and do quests and level your character, progress your character, and do professions and all that stuff. But if you group with people, you can handle more difficult objectives, which gives you maybe more regions. Let's say like you're a crafter and you make armor, but you can't make the best armor without killing certain creatures in certain dungeons, and you can't solo those creatures. So then you have to get in groups to go into dungeons to kill these monsters to gather certain items so that you can craft better gear. That's a perfect example of one way to do it, you know. And then siege events, right? Let's say you get some sort of reputation from doing sieges. And then by doing the reputation, let's say you get a reputation, like let's say in a siege you have to build ballistas to help do the siege. And by building the ballistas, you get reputation with these types of crafters. And by reputation with these type of crafters, you can then buy certain regions from those crafters, which help you craft better stuff with your profession. You know what I mean? You need those types of mechanics.
I also really like things that are flexible size, like for raids. One thing I didn't really understand that I really enjoyed whenever they added that in WoW, but going back to TVC and Wrath, it's like if you're missing one person at a 25, even if they were 50% player, it's still better than no player, unfortunately.
Yes. It looks like Felwa's a decent zone, but I'm just trying to see what other zones I could jump into really quickly. God, no. Plagueland's definitely not. Actually, Arathi Highlands is pretty good. Yeah, let's do Arathi Highlands.
Hello. Have a good one.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern with Ashes of Creation is that you've built this game around node control, and there's two concerns. One, if you don't have enough people, it won't work, and two, there was actually three concerns. Two, like if you look at New World had different like cities and villages, and people would start to just focus on certain areas because they were closer to certain resources that you needed. So certain cities had an advantage, and so people would disregard other cities. People were like, well, I don't care about this region in this city because the resources there aren't as good as this region. So then parts of the game are completely ignored, which you don't want that, you know. And then same thing with Ashes of Creation if they have certain zones that have resources. But I think, you know, I think they're aware of that. And I don't think that'll be an issue. The other issue is the toxicity, you know, because it's a node control thing. There's going to be guilds that form that are basically going to try to prevent you from you know doing anything in their zone, and so it could be quite ganky and quite toxic, where you just walking through the zone and they're killing everybody. You know, I don't know. Organized PvP, I think, works better. I think that's why WoW's PvP works so good because of the battlegrounds, and you know, just being able to go into battlegrounds. It's like I'm doing this because I want to do PvP. There's so many people who don't want to just walk through the world and get ganked. You know.
Yeah, that's my issue with when people talk about world PvP. It's like, well, it'd be good if it was highly restricted, so like a level 60 couldn't do it, and somebody who's geared out the ass, so to speak, like if you were both max level, like one thing that kind of came up is back in TBC is apparently the queues were so high for Horde because a lot of people went Horde that even high-ranked arena players were just going around killing people in the world because they didn't have anything else to do.
Wow.
And so it was like their only way to
get honor
in any decent manner of a way compared to Alliance, but it was still a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
And so if you're 63 running on questing, you're just going to be screwed because you have no hope.
Oh yeah.
Even if you were max level with half decent gear, because like top ranked arena players, a good chance you still have no chance. So to me, it just is. It's like it's not really a challenge. It's just me there dying.
And some people look at it a different way. Some people look at it as, well, I worked hard to get this PvP gear, so that's just the benefit. That's one of the benefits I have. Like, I should be able to kill people that don't have PvP gear because I worked hard to get my PvP gear. So there's nothing wrong with me killing somebody without PvP gear because I had to work hard to get it. You know what I mean? Some people look at it that way.
Yeah, and you should have an advantage. But I feel like it starts to become a problem for that realm if there there's too much of a dichotomy almost where
Hmm.
you can't get people to level and it's like, oh well, there's nobody there to queue. It's like, well, no shit, you keep killing them.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I mean, some games what they do is they have like one way you could kind of get around that is have zones that obviously are more PvP zones and have zones that are questing zones. And like there's no
Mhm.
PvP in the questing zone, And there's some games that have done that, like or like Arcade, where if you're like out in the open water, it's PvP, or if you're near a city, it's PvE. You know, it's just one of those complicated problems that doesn't have an easy solution really, and it's because people look at there's some people that want to do what you may think is bad.
Yeah.
Some people want to go around and gank people. They think it's okay, and then there's a lot of people that don't. And that's why when WoW had PvE servers and PvP servers, that kind of solved the problem. If you don't want to get ganked, just play on a PvE server.
Yeah.
And then now they have the basically you just flag, you turn the PvP war mode or whatever on or off, which kind of solves the problem. And, well, it does. I
really
mean,
like that because that lets me to
Yeah.
actually play PvP up to the point that it's like 15 to 1, and then it's like, well, at least I'm not
hmm
just sitting there wasting my time instead of not being able to quest. At least I can do something.
But I mean, I still think, to me, anyways, my best experiences in PvP have always been battlegrounds, like
Yeah.
World of Warcraft
Best
battlegrounds.
experience.
Yeah, and Rift had battlegrounds, and those were really fun.
Yeah, I think my best experience was when I was trying to get something for an artifact appearance on my druid, like a different color skin, and I had to go and win 10 rated battlegrounds. A rated battleground where it was organized was significantly better than just random.
Oh
Like
yeah,
to the
yeah.
point that it's like random battlegrounds are almost as bad. Not quite because it's PvP, so it's a little bit different. But it was almost as bad as random dungeon finder by comparison. Like it was
hmm
that bad, or that much better to do a rated battleground.
Yeah, random battlegrounds turned into, again, there's these type of players that just want to be like douchebags, and they want to get really good gear, and then they just want to stomp on everybody. And it's usually the players that are like that are players that aren't very good at PvP, because
Yeah,
because they won't do rated because they suck, or they won't do arena because
yeah,
they're not any good. But they can go into a random battleground with really good gear and stomp on people that don't have good gear.
true. For me, it was more the organization of the group I was
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
There was so many
that's
times
yeah.
where the group wouldn't really
Oh yeah,
communicate. There was no
oh
like, oh,
yeah.
this person's gonna stay here
And
with me because
yeah, that's
right?
100%. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. And the one thing that always, because I played WoW since the game came out, so the way we played Battlegrounds back in 2004 through 2010 is completely different than the way people played Battlegrounds in like 2017 and 2018, right? So
Mhm.
if you went to Wrathy Basin, they just zerged. They would just go get one node, then the whole, like almost the whole team would go get like Lumberbill, and then once they got Lumberbill, they would just zerg to farm, and then once they got farm, they would zerg. They just went in a circle, and then the horde would just back cap behind them, so everybody's just running in a circle. It's like, how dumb is this? This is
Yeah.
you can't get much more stupid than this. And people would do it, and it was so bad. And I kept yelling. I would yell at people. Like I yelled once or twice, and that was it. And then I just gave up. I was like, why are you
Mhm.
guys zerging? I'm like, they're just gonna cap her as soon as you leave, and nobody would
Mhm.
listen. So I literally just that was like probably the day I literally just stopped doing battlegrounds. I was like, I'm not even gonna do battlegrounds anymore because
Yeah.
it is just like what you're saying. The organization, the tactics are just it's like a 5-year-old man running those things. And what it was people all they cared about was the thrill and the fun of combat. They didn't care about
Yeah.
winning. It was just I want to like flex my EP and show people that I can kill them. That's all it was. And that's where rated battlegrounds are, like you said, they're so much better because you're gonna have. I did rated battlegrounds. I don't remember which version of WoW it was, but I was up around the 1900 rated battleground bracket, and that shit was tough. You get up to around 1900, and it's challenging to win
Mhm.
those rated battleground matches. That's the highest I could ever get on rated was around 1900. And I think I was just a healer. Like I was mostly just doing healing, disc priest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't see any herbs yet. I'm getting zone exploration completion. You completely, because can I get this herb? Wild steel bloom. Can't believe this raptor didn't attack me. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up herbs just to pick them up for my profession. Like if I get to the point that where my skill's like 300, I'll just buy the herbs I need. It's easier to
Yeah.
farm gold and buy them than to run around the world and try to pick them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's definitely a way to be able to make money off of herbs, but it feels like you really need to do that more than what I'm willing to spend the time on.
Yeah, well, there's so many people that are leveling characters up that might pick up herbalism just to make money. So they don't want the herbs. They just want to make money.
Yeah.
So you're always going to have
I think
right now you're going to have a good influx of herbs. But what's going to happen is once it's been out for a while, Wrath of the King's been out for a while, that probably won't be the case. Maybe it will.
Yeah.
People are always leveling up characters. I don't know. Yeah, there always seems to be a pretty good amount of it. So far, the auction house has been really good. I haven't seen any corruption. It's going to be interesting to see. I just wish they wouldn't have allowed the realm transfers. And I know why they're doing it. They're thinking, well, the servers is losing population, but I don't know.
servers what?
Like, I mean, why would they need realm transfers? Like transferring in, I can see you shouldn't let people transfer in or out of the server.
Where did that come up from?
I'm just saying, I don't want them to let people transfer into this realm because they're gonna basically come in with like 10,000 gold. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a gold limit. I think it's only like maybe 2K. But still.
Well, 2K is nothing. If that's 2K, then that's not a problem, really. But if you allow people to transfer out, I mean, you saw what happened in Burning Crusade Classic. There were servers. There was a video I watched where a server was like really highly populated and became almost dead within a span of just like a couple weeks because one other server became more appealing for some reason. And since the server was based around certain communities, once one community went to this other server, all the other ones said, well, they went there, we're going to go there. And it was just this mass exodus. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think it was because of the whole PvP balance.
And it was
in PvE realms, and we don't really suffer from that problem.
Well, and then the whole faction thing, I don't understand. I don't understand why Blizzard just doesn't limit it. Like, other MMOs have done this, right? Where you go into a server and you say, I'm going to create a horde, and the server comes back and says, you know what? 55% of the characters on the server are horde. You can't create a horde. I've played lots of MMOs that do that. It's problem solved. You will never have an imbalance more than 45 to 55. Never. If you set it up like that. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, if someone wants to create a horde, let's go to server. So fucking what? Who cares? Let them go. You know what I mean? Who cares? I just don't understand why Blizzard doesn't do that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. We're just going to let them create 90% horde on a server. Well, why would you want to do that? This is World of Warcraft, right? Well, if it's all horde on one server, you've basically ruined the server. You know? First, and the way they tried to get around that stuff is the worst way, by trying to by making battle groups, by joining servers, so that you may have 90% horde on the server, but you can still go into a battleground and do horde versus alliance because you're pulling players from other realms. Well, if you made it so the server was always populated correctly, at worst 45, 55, the PvP would just be the people on the server, and then guess what? You have a better community because people are fighting the same people over and over again. And you get to know who those people are, and that builds a better community. It's like, oh yeah, it's this fucking rogue again. This guy killed me last week. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As opposed to, oh, it's this guy from Ice Crown. When you're, you know what I mean? When you're on a completely different server. So just Blizzard's decision making is, I don't get it. And the other thing Blizzard did too was they just had too many servers. I mean, I don't know why Blizzard had so many servers. For the longest time, they had so many realms, and so many of them were like, dead or weren't very populated. Shit, I'm yakking away, and I'm gonna have to go to work pretty soon. Time flies when I'm yakking. All right, I am 209 herbalism. That's not bad. I was only like 170 something. I think. Well, we'll see the other one. The blind was 235. So once we get to like 235, we can go back to the Swamp of Sorrows.
You already have the skill cap for that? Or do you have to train before you can get there?
I will have to train, yeah. I'll say at 225, yeah, I'll have to train.
I think you can train at 200, yeah?
I don't know, can you? That would be pretty amazing.
Sure.
At 200? Damn. I don't think you could do that in vanilla, could you? I think you had to be like...
Yeah, that's what I used to always do. At least it wasn't TBC. You
Okay,
could train
TBC.
it, before you hit cap so that you didn't like have to go back immediately.
Yeah. Well, I'm 209, so maybe when I'm done here, I'll fly to... I'll hearth to my hearth point, which is Duskwood, and I can just fly to Stormwind before I log off. Well, I mean, I'm working from home today, so I'm sure I can pop in, and if I'm like on a meeting or something, I can pick herbs while I'm on a meeting. I can do that. I can do both those at the same time.
Yeah, there you go.
Doesn't take any mental power to pick herbs. I'm trying to think if I think I have a meeting today. They gave away free food yesterday. They reinstated the Christmas party and the pig roast. You know, those things had been stopped because of COVID.
The what?
The pig roast and the Christmas party. My company does a pig roast every year, and a Christmas party, of course. Pig roast is pretty cool. They have a ton of like pulled pork and stuff, and they have tons of beer, and they do it out in one of the parking lots, and you get hundreds and hundreds of people show up. They usually do games too, like cornhole and different things. God damn it. Is this grave moss? There's actually grave moss down here? Huh. Check it out.
I've been talking to some people about what they've been doing to try to make gold, and some of them were talking about going back and doing quests and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, I should probably do that now that I'm 70.
Oh, you know, like Burning Crusade quests? Yeah, they're good. They're good money, especially the ones that reward you with like weapons. You can just vendor.
Well, any of them, the XP gets turned into gold, so they're still pretty good.
I'll never forget this area from Ascension WoW when that one guy chased me all the way from Arathi, South Shore, remember? And then he finally got one shot by the guard. That was great. That was great. Well, I killed him. And he was so butthurt he came after me, and he chased me all the way to South Shore. And I was laughing because I go, man, I'm getting close to the guards. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's gonna get attacked by the guards. And then all of a sudden, some guard ran over, and it was funny because she killed him with a bow. She actually pulled out a bow and shot him with a bow, and it did like a crit. It was like a huge amount of damage, like 300 or 400 damage, and I was like, holy shit. It was so funny. I wish I had taken the time on whenever I stream to like anytime something really good happened, just take like a little footnote, so I could put like, you know, links in the description of the stream so people could just go to the stream and then eventually do like a highlight reel, because I mean there's some pretty damn good moments over the past like 3 years, you know, of streaming. You know, good PvP battles and stuff. There was one when I was leveling on a vanilla private server where this rogue kept attacking my paladin, and I told you this the other day, where I killed him on a shield block. Like I was down to like 10 health, and he swung twice, and I parried one and blocked the other, and the shield block, since I have a spike, does damage, and the shield block killed him. So we were both like down to like no health. It was that close. That was so funny. 212 Herbalism. Yeah, she do. I want to see if she wanted the herb. I was like, there was a blood elf fighting somebody next to an herb, and I'm like, they probably want the herb. I wasn't gonna be a dick and ninja it. Unlike most people. Okay, where is this? What is this? Wild Dust. When I was in Wrath of Lich King on a DK, and I would herb, like my DK was an herbalist and miner, it was really useful because there's the zone, the Ice Crown zone, the Ice Crown Citadel zone, where you're always landing on these cliffs to get ore, and there's all these zombies around there, and so whenever you'd land to get the ore, a zombie would attack you, but if you have your pet, like your ghoul, my ghoul would always attack them, so I could basically land, get the ore, and then take off, you know? Like, because my pet would constantly, pull threat. And that was one of the benefits to a DK. Yeah, I can't wait for a new MMO though. It's gonna be so fun to be in something where you don't know anything. That's the thing, I'm looking for that experience where I don't know what I'm doing, Sorry, Bubble Hugger. It's the same Paladin. Alright, well, she's going this way, so I better go some other way. Interesting name for a paladin, Bubble Hugger. She hugs her bubble, I guess.
Funny.
Bubble Hugger. I'm not sure I understand it. She likes to bubble and then hug people. I don't know. She hugs the fact that she's got a bubble. Like, sure. Or that her bubbles hug people. Maybe when she bubbles other people. Airy Peak. Let me take a look at the hinterlands. Can't get sungrass, gold thorn, ghost mushroom. Oh, I can get purple lotus though. Finally, that's kind of good. Yeah, that is not a good zone for me. How about?
Once I get all the PvP pieces I want, I'm just going to be farming gold and trying to get money for Epic Flight and the Skeleton Griffin mount.
Skeleton Griffin mount. What? Oh, for the DK. I'm like, Skeleton Griffin, what the hell? Eastern Plaguelands, Western Plaguelands. Let's go to Bellwood. Bellwood still sucks. Ungoro sucks.
When I come out of this AV, I should be able to get my helmet finally.
I can get Fire Bloom now. That means the Badlands is going to be decent. Badlands always has a bunch of Fire Bloom, right? Ooh, Badlands. Badlands is looking good. I can pick every herb in the Badlands. And they all are skill ups. Alright, I'm going to jump off because I got to go to work. Have a good one.
All right, same man.
And I will talk to you later.